Good morning and welcome to day 3 of our pilgrimage. We are standing by the Porta Nova, New Gate, in preparation for our walk to San Damiano.
Let us pray together. In the presence of the Sending Father, in the presence of the Pilgrim Son, in the presence of the wind-like Spirit, in the presence of the Three, we are one. We place our souls and bodies under your guiding this day, O God, O Father of help to pilgrims, protector of heaven and earth. Amen.
As we begin our walk, I invite you to walk in silence. It is a distance of 2.5 kilometers and is downhill all the way, which means it is a steep climb coming back. As you walk, enjoy the peace, quiet and prayerfulness of this place. Francis would have made this journey many times to the ruined church of San Damiano, where the crucifix spoke to him. Francis assumed that Christ was asking him to physically rebuild the church of San Damiano, but Christ had a greater plan for Francis. That said, this beautiful little church is a testament to Francis's obedience to the call of God. As we enter the church, we are standing in a bare chapel. Before we move on into another smaller chapel, the chapel of the crucifix. We turn left to enter through another door into the main church. It is very simply decorated, but the centerpiece is the crucifix, which hangs above the altar. This is a replica. The original was taken by the poor Clares to the church of San Giovanni, which is now part of the Basilica of Santa Chiara.
Clare found refuge with the Benedictine nuns at San Paolo and one other convent, before eventually gathering her growing community of poor ladies at San Damiano. Just like Francis, Clare was devoted to Lady Poverty, believing that she and her sisters were called by God to imitate the gospel poverty of Christ. This being so, she refused to accept endowments for her convent from her wealthy family and friends, preferring to rely on God's providence and sharing in the food and alms begged by the friars. The sisters' radical poverty meant that they had no personal belongings, holding all things in common, with only the basic necessities for life. Clare's poor ladies lived together, prayed together, shared together, and not infrequently went hungry together. Clare's biographer, Thomas of Celano, has left us an account of just one of the ways that Clare's devotion to poverty and her faith in God's providence was amply rewarded. There was only one loaf of bread left in the monastery, but pangs of hunger as well as the dinner hour were both upon them. The sister in charge of the pantry, called the saint, who ordered her to divide the bread and send part of it to the friars, keeping the rest for the sisters. Then she ordered her to slice the remaining half into 50 pieces, which was the number of the women there, and to place the slices before them on the table of poverty. The devoted sister replied, "We would need an ancient miracle of Christ to turn such a small amount of bread into 50 slices." But her mother answered her, "Go, daughter, and faithfully do as I say." The daughter rushed off to carry out her mother's orders, whereas the mother prayed piously to her Lord on her daughter's behalf. Through divine intervention, the paltry amount grew in the hands of the woman who was breaking it, and there was an abundant portion for each member of the community.
St. Francis wrote the Canticle of the Sun. Here is part of it. Most high, all-powerful, all-good Lord, all praise is yours, all glory, all honour, and all blessings. To you alone, Most High, do they belong, and no mortal lips are worthy to pronounce your name. Praised be you, my Lord, with all your creatures, especially Sir Brother Sun, who is the day through whom you give us light, and he is beautiful and radiant with great splendour. Of you, Most High, he bears the likeness. Praise be you, my Lord, through Sister Moon and the stars. In the heavens you have made them bright, precious, and fair. Praise be you, my Lord, through brothers wind and air, and fair and stormy all weather's moods, by which you cherish all that you have made. Praise be you, my Lord, through Sister Water, so useful, humble, precious, and pure.
Join us tomorrow for day 4 of our pilgrimage. We will be visiting the hermitage at Carceri. Dio ti benedica.